Although there were a few properties like the Gillespie Farm and the Moody Plantation in and around this area, we don't see more people moving into this area until the late 1800s. And again, remember, it wasn't called Belhaven then. There were a lot of beautiful houses that grew up along the State Street and North State Street corridor. A lot of this had to do with the fact that Belhaven grew around a streetcar transportation system that once stretched from the downtown all the way to the Fondren area. In fact, Jackson had streetcar for 64 years, but it ended in 1935. Wouldn't it be so cool if we had some kind of like direct transportation system that would take us kind of to the downtown area, you know, all the way to the Fondren neighborhood? Jackson's long-range planning department is on it. Last year, they received a grant from the Federal Transit Authority to complete a planning and design proposal, which they call One Line. This plan will provide infrastructure that will give priority to pedestrians and bicycles and electric scooters and ride share and bike share, and also the bus rapid transit system. It is a design proposal and not a final plan, so please keep that in mind. But we are moving in a forward direction, Jackson. You never know who you're going to run into in this Belhaven neighborhood. Could be anybody. Well, hey, Whitewaters.
How you doing?
What are you doing, neighbor?
Doing what I usually do. I paint outside. This is a great place to paint. Belhaven is just full of subjects, and it's always changing. You never know what you're going to see. You're right. You never
Can
know.
I check it out a second?
Please do. I start with my darks and midtones. It's kind of a backwards way of working, but you know, everybody paints the way they paint.
I love the way you
This
paint.
is what I do.
Thanks. Sometimes you're just walking along and you run in to the director of the Belhaven Association. Hey, Casey.
Hi, I'm Casey Creasy, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Belhaven Foundation. This will be my 5th year to be involved with Bright Lights. I've been the Executive Director of the Foundation for 3 years.
Started Bright Lights Belhaven Nights through a series of really bizarre and accidental events. In 2004, my husband and I went to White Linen Nights in New Orleans. And although people in Jackson didn't think we could have an event in August due to the heat, I looked around and thought, if New Orleans can have an event in August, so can we. So we did a ton of research on how to make this work. We knew it could be either a big bang or a big bust. And so we did research on weather patterns. We knew that at the time that hurricanes were hitting in Mississippi starting the 3rd week of August. We were planning to do this the 2nd week of August. We knew that football season didn't start until, you know, the following weekend in August. We knew that even though people worried about the heat, we also knew that they were going to be sitting on football stadiums in a very short period of time and not complaining about the heat one bit.
What's all there to do at Bright Lights?
Bright Lights is an amazing family-friendly event. There's something for everybody. We have a children's area, we have art vendors, we have bands, we have food from all over Jackson, food trucks. Several of our neighborhood restaurants are represented. We have local bands, we have bands from other places. It's just a really good time.
My name is Wilson Hood. I'm one of the owners of Finder & Public, and have been fortunate enough to be involved with the Bright Lights Belhaven Nights Festival for 7-8 years now. And I've been primarily involved with the music and production side of the festival. Giving a big thank you to all the local folks that have been so supportive of the festival over the years. The guys like Taylor Hildebrand and Young Valley and TB Ledford and Southern Comfort Brass Band. It's the local talent that we have that's just been such a big part of growing the festival. So I think it's important to note how important of a role they've played.
planned for 500 people the first year. We're very conservative. We looked up the hill, the Carlisle Street Hill, at 5:30 when it was to start, and the people were pouring in. We could not get over it. We had over 1,500 people the first year. We bought every hot dog in McDade's at the time so we could feed everybody, and it just has grown into something way beyond our wildest dreams.
The festival has grown so much since I first got involved. I mean, now it's gone from in its original state, which was kind of a grassroots, neighborhood, fun way to everybody to get out and meet their neighbors, to a statewide event that brings people into the city of Jackson from all over Mississippi.
Personal favorite shows. I'm a big fan of Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, and so loved having them there this last year. Always a fan of Kingfish, and have been fortunate that he's been able to join us a few times over the last few years. And then I think my all-time personal favorite show would be Robert Randolph and the Family Band.
I love Bright Lights so much. It's one of my favorite events of the year that I even made a jingle a couple years back that I always sing before the event. It's Bright Lights and Belhaven Nights. If I had a job, I'd go on strike. It's my favorite day and night. It's Bright Lights and Belhaven Nights. If you've been enjoying my limited series, Keep Touring Jackson, I encourage you to tip your tour guide.